What's up, Fig fam? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. And if you've been tuning in, then you saw us unbox these Superstars Series 12, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Cactus Jack. Well, today we're unboxing Series 13 featuring Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Eddie Guerrero. And we are back with another WWE Superstars unboxing and review. And today we're taking a look at Superstars Series 13, which features Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Eddie Guerrero. Jake the Snake Roberts is the chase variant in this set. I've yet to find the white pants variant. Honestly, if I were to pick a chase, I probably would have made it Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And I probably would have made him in the LJN style gear. I would have made this one with the red tights and like the black trunks design as the chase, and I would have made the standard the black pants. That's just me personally. I think that would have been really fun. Love Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, one of the best arm drags ever to this day, which is why we are going to start with him. And I think it's only fitting that we take a look at the back, which is one of my favorite parts. Actually, let's take a look at the front. I line them up like this because this is the order they go in, because the cards connect and create a nice little image. So here is the turnbuckles on the left, turnbuckles on the right with Eddie Guerrero, and then the ropes just go right through. You can see different audience members. Sometimes, and this is what I like about these, is arms will extend into somebody else's carding. I wish they did that in every series. They don't, but it's just always a very cool collectible effect. But we're going to take a look at the back where they have all of their logos and different quotes. So Ricky the Dragon right here with his line art says, "The dragon, breathing fire, scorch your back," and has a little dragon there. Jake the Snake says, "Never trust a snake. Pick your poison," and DDD with a snake going on there. And Eddie Guerrero is my favorite wrestler, which I love. Viva la Raza, and of course, the Latino World Order logo. So I am excited about these, but we are going to go in order, and we're going to start off with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who I think should have been the chase variant in this. So let's rip this bad boy open so we can really appreciate this for what it is. If you've watched the channel before, you know that I take the accessories out first, and we can already tell that the accessory he comes with is his bearded dragon. We're going to take Ricky out for a second, and I always take the placards out. I always advise you guys a good way to keep track of whose accessories are whose, because there are different skin tones. It's not good to take these hands, interchangeable things, and throw them into a unmarked bin. I think it's always good to have a marking of who the hands belong to, so that it's easier when you want to switch something out. Now, not to say that it's wrong to do it any other way. I just think it's what makes most sense for me. So we're going to take a look at what he has in his accessory bag, this little wax bag that they always give you. All right. So he has his bearded dragon, which is very, very green, a different shade than that of the Legends figure. But check that out. His eyes on this little gator here are yellow, and it's wrapped in the red ribbon. He comes with open hands and fists. And as you can see, the skin tone does not match either of these. And I don't even think there are skin tone matches. So that's why I like to keep these things all together. So what I normally do is I place them into the wax baggie. I wrap it up, and I tape the placard to it so I know whose is whose. Another thing you can do if you want to, you can just like slide it in there. But I like having it on the outside. All right, so let's take a look at Ricky. Gonna try not to break him. And we did. So he broke in half, but that is typical of Superstars. They're meant to. They're kind of like the Masters of the Universe He-Mans, where they kind of just can interchange if you want them to. He had a black belt around, but this is not an authentic black belt to wrap around a gi. All right, so the bottoms are pretty typical, just red tights, black boots, but check out that deco of that dragon on the side of the boots. Wow, gold printing looks awesome. Now, my man Ricky was always tan, which is why he is super tan. This headband does come off, but I mean, he looks weird when you have it off, in my opinion. So we are putting that back on. There you go, Rick. Now you look normal again, buddy. You don't look like you're going to fucking slaughter somebody. All right. And here we have his gi, his dobak, whatever you want to call it, trimmed there and sewn very well. RS on there as it should. Going to put this on. Not too much going on with this Ricky. All red, which is why I really do think, accurate or not, I think it would have looked cool if you had the black. Then the Chase variant could have been the red leggings with the black there. And then if you have both, you can really just interchange them if you wanted to. All right. I'm going to put that there. We're going to unvelcro his belt so we can put it on. All right. Wrap that around like that. Not exactly snug, but my man is looking fly as can be. I dig this figure. Probably a fronter for me, just because I am a huge mark for Mr. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. But honestly, I think this whole set might be fronters. I think the Jake and the Eddie look great, which is what we're going to get into now. Jake the Snake Roberts, kind of weird to see him in a soft goods t-shirt, so I think that is going to get bagged away. Doesn't make sense to me to have Jake Roberts in a t-shirt when he really never wore one except for in the merchandise catalogs. We already saw the back, so let's open them up and see what it's all about. All right, here's his accessories. We're going to open them up just to see what's going on inside. There we go. Man. So this one, I think we got a slice, so I always have a knife on board. On hand, I mean. On board. There you go. I mean, the knife is on board. That's what it's there for, right? To cut. So he's on board to cut. All right, and he comes, some additional. So he has fists, open hands, and then I talk about this all the time. These are elite style pointer hands. They're not the same. They don't look the same. The fingers are a little bit too long for that of a Superstars figure. Sometimes it works, like with the Cactus Jack with the Bang Bang hands. But in this case, I think with a pointer finger, it's going to be too obvious for Jake the Snake. So we're probably not going to use that. And of course, here's that placard that we like. And we're going to take Jake out. All right, we did that one without breaking him in half. He comes with his trusty snake that we've gotten so many different times in so many different colors, yellow, green, like a more tannish, and now we have this very, I don't even know what you would call that, meringue green snake. All right, I'll show you Jake with the shirt on. It's the last time you're going to see it because we are not keeping this green Jake the Snake Roberts shirt on. Though, if I had a real, original Jake the Snake Roberts WWF shirt, I would be very happy because it's a pretty tough shirt to come up by. I remember this in the catalogs when I was a kid. All right, we're going to take this off. Yeah, man, you got to have him with the shirt off. The abs showing. I don't know who gave Jake the Snake Robert abs, but shout out my man Jake. Shout out my man Jake. Kind of like when Lil Wayne was told that Gucci Mane was on a top rappers list instead of Eminem, and he goes, Gucci Mane was on a list, it's not Eminem. Shout out my man Gucci. Shout out my man Jake the Snake Roberts with the abs coming through, the hair on his chest. He's got that lime green, yellowish, fluorescent, whatever you want to call this, green tight with the purple snake wrapping around you love to see, and those snake skin boots as only a snake should have, and an excellent likeness at that on him right there. So pretty cool. I am definitely going to be displaying him with the snake on and the shirt off. So that's what I think it should be. It's kind of him chilling there like he's holding the snake, threatening you. And this shirt is going into hiding. Storage, not hiding. But yeah, so now we need the white pants variant to really complete this series. But we're going to take a look now at Eddie Guerrero, which I'm pretty excited about. WCW era Eddie Guerrero, and he has the LWO shirt. I cannot wait to rip this one open. Sleeveless tee, which you love to see. Let's go, Eddie. All right, Latino Heat entering into the Superstars line. We're going to take his little placard off. We're going to take his accessories out. Got to take the piece of tape off. And I think we got to slice this one too. We got to slice that seal, Case Fresh podcast style. Which, stay tuned because my man Figvolt's going to be joining me for some videos doing some Case Fresh reunion things. Not going full time, but it's always good for us to get together and chum it up. All right, so Eddie comes with the typical fists and open hands. And now let's take him out. Honestly, I dig the shirt, but I also dig the singlet. So I don't know what I like. I mean, the good thing is that the singlet doesn't have anything on the top. So it's easy to just keep him in the t-shirt. So it's a black singlet piped in white. Red deco on the sides, piped in white as well. White boots, red accenting knee pads, white wrist tape. But let's talk about this Eddie Guerrero head, man. This is a top Eddie Guerrero head that Mattel has done, and it's for the Superstars line. Mullet Eddie looks excellent. The likeness is there, especially with that True Effects. This is a banger. So, curious what you guys think. Is this a figure that should have the t-shirt on or off? I feel like either way, it is pretty authentic to that of LWO WCW Eddie Guerrero. However, I always think of WCW Eddie Guerrero as not having a t-shirt. But LWO, though it's not his biggest point in his career, is still also iconic. So, not sure how I'm going to display this, but it was a solid series, if I do say so myself. We got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. We got Eddie Guerrero. And my man Jake the Snake Roberts, who's coming in to follow. I'm stoked on this. I love that Superstars are selling well. The Walmart Super SummerSlam shipper showed up, and it's the first thing to go is a Superstar, so I am stoked about this. I love that this line is being successful, and I hope it continues to be successful. Comment below. Let me know your favorite figure from this set that we unboxed. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeel. Twitter is at TheFigHeel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now at heelbooks.com, and make sure you join Whatnot at whatheel.com, and you will get $15 off your first purchase. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 7,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With figure photography by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Full-color paperback and hardcover editions available now at heelbooks.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at whatheel.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.